Hello, good afternoon. How are you? How you feeling? We got great news to share. Not sure if it's the great news or if it's just too much, but we're here. Got a great news to share with you. Let me know where you are. How you feeling? What you doing? So we can get started. Meanwhile, I'm trying to see if we have immigration news here. I don't see anything new. I don't see anything new. Let's see. How are you? How you feeling? Okay. So I was just trying to see if we have anything going on as far as immigration news is concerned. I don't see anything new. There's always something, right? But I don't see any major thing going on. Good evening from New York City. How are you, Giwa Hakim? How you feeling? Yes, so we're here. We're trying to talk about what's happening. We have a great news to share with our basically our audience. Um, there's a case that has finally been approved, and the interview has been scheduled for this month. But the thing is, this is a case that has been pending for 9 years with USCIS. Those asylum cases, remember those asylum cases have been pending since 2014, 15. And now they're calling people for interviews, but some people are not being called for those interviews. So now we have to either expedite, file for expedite request or just file for those mandamus lawsuits. So basically, that's what we have been doing. This one got finally scheduled. I want to talk about, what exactly can you do if you have an asylum case pending in terms of unreasonable delay, how it's affecting you, and so forth. Who's Let's. We have a question here. Let me answer this question. How long it take to get employment? Take USCIS acknowledgement. We see. 30 days. It takes 30 days. So yours is still going on. It takes 30 days. 30 days, you should know for sure. If it's taking too long, you're supposed to call them. It's not supposed to be taking too long. So we have another question here on Instagram. What will expect? What I don't understand. Okay. What to expect if DHS attorney file an appeal to BIA on immigration charge? Granted-Asylum, what's need to do? On your side, nothing. you just wait until BIS is going to decide whether they're going to grant their appeal and reverse the immigration judge's decision. On your side, really, just wait. Not much you can do, because what's happening is that the immigration judge granted asylum, and then the DHS attorney does not agree with that immigration judge ruling. So that's why they're appealing. And then the BIA is going to look at their argument and decide whether or not they're going to maintain that decision, or they're going to reverse it. Sometimes your lawyer can write a brief too in response to what the DHS attorney is saying, but most of the time they don't do nothing. You just wait and see what they're gonna say. Yeah, so that's sad. I hate those type of cases. It's like, really, they already grant asylum. Can you just move on? And now you're just gonna be waiting for another 2 to 4 years before they decide. Wow, I hate that. I really hate that. I don't like it at all. Anyway, so we have this case that has been granted, and the interview or the expedite request has been granted, and the interview has been scheduled for the last week of the month, this month. This is an asylum case that has been pending in 2015. So the thing is, when they came to me, we had a plan to file for a mandamus lawsuit. However, in order to be successful, the mandamus lawsuit, that's the law. The law requires you to pretty much use all other administrative procedures, venues. So that's why we tried with the expedite request around February of this year. Then it was denied. 3 months later, March, April, June, sometime in June, it was denied. And then when it was denied, so we tried to contact the congressman and try to talk to them, reason with them, and we tried to file it for the second time through the congressman's office. And then it took them 2 months. Then I emailed them. I was like, look, at this point, we are just going to file for a mandamus lawsuit. If you do not respond, we're just going to file for mandamus lawsuit, because this is a case that qualifies for expedite request. We have a client who has a child who has undergoing cancer treatment. Then they have another child sick with another type of disease. Then the client himself is affected mentally with this entire situation. This is really based on humanitarian reasons. You should grant this expedite request. If not, we're just going to go to court. Up to you. Do you want to save government resources, or do you just want us to go to court? So I sent that letter on the 27th of September, and we got a response 10 days later. 10 days later, that's what they should do, right? When you file an expedite request, they have to respond within 10 days. 10 days later, they send an interview date. Sometimes you just have to tweet them. So something like that. Like, that wasn't empty threat, because we were really ready to file for a mandamus lawsuit. It wasn't like empty threat. We were ready because we tried. Remember, we haven't tried to reason with them since February, okay, of this year. And but at some point, we did what we were supposed to do, and we were ready to go to court and tell the judge, guess what? We did everything that the law requires us to do. So now it's time for them to either cooperate, we just go to war. So, but anyway, so that's what happened, and we're just so happy now. We have to prepare for that interview and hope it goes well. We really hope it goes well. Can I talk to you? Do you need let me send the link if you want to talk. Do you want to talk live here? Because I'm not taking phone calls for free. So this is the time we do live session. So if you want to talk, I can send the link here. This is the link. The link here. Yeah, that's the link right there. You can request it and get in this and ask your questions live if you want live. But I'm not talking on the phone for free. So, Annie, how are you? How you feeling? You still waiting? Could I come to talk and ask my questions? Talk where? I'm doing live session. You have to talk here. If you need a consultation, schedule it. You have the consultation link. If you need a consultation, schedule it. If you need to ask your questions, you can ask it right here. The link is right there. I don't do free consultation. That's just what it is. We do live session here. If you have questions, you ask them here. If you cannot ask them here, then it means you need a one-on-one consultation. My consultation are on Zoom. So the consultation link is right there in the description box. You can schedule your consultation, okay? Yes, still waiting. Yeah, be patient. Some people, Annie, just be patient. You get there. Some people lack of patience, right? And they want you to resolve their problems for free, and they lack patience on top of it. It's like, really? That's not how it works. Yeah, you're gonna get there. Remember this client, we started this process of expedite requests on February, okay? And the interview just got scheduled yesterday for the end of the month. So you should count March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and October. 8 months of waiting, of patience. But some people, when you tell them be patient, they don't want to be patient. Um, they don't want to be patient and stuff like that. So, hi, if I was parole uh, when I enter the United States, now I have TPS. Do I need to leave and re-enter again with advance parole to file for my green card? I don't think so. If you were parole when you came to the US, then you don't need to, depending on what type of parole, right? If it's a humanitarian parole, or if it says that you are an arriving alien. Look at the notice to appear. It says that you are an arriving alien, then you don't need to leave. And if you are parole in terms of humanitarian parole by at the border, you don't have to leave. It's just depending on what type of parole, because there's another section of parole that even if the parole you can adjust status. So yeah, I guess I answered the question, right? So here, yeah, so the link is right there. Just click on the link if you want to ask your live question. You can ask it right here, or you can just write it down. Yeah, the link is right there. My case is at the field office. How long do you think how my case is at the field office? How long do you think it will take? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Did you check the processing time online? Just go with the processing time online, field office. If it's field office Seattle, you just look Seattle. You check the processing time online. Yeah, you just go with the whatever estimate they give you there, then you can go. Okay. We're trying to get somebody here.
Hello,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
If I may ask my question.
Sure.
So I have a pending 485. So I missed the RFA because I didn't get the receipt like notice and also notification. The deadline was September 30, 2024. but I just put the info pass. I just did the service request through the cell, like USCIS call center. And also, I did send my medical form to the field office, and also they received on last Monday, yesterday, and I have a confirmation for that. So tier 2 officer today called me, and I told him, sir, I need the info pass appointment because I wanted to get the copy of my RFA, which was expired. He said, we are not giving the appointment for this kind of the scenario. You have to wait. They're gonna mail it to you by mail. And I know this is gonna take long time. And I confirmed my mailing address with officer, tier 2 officer, address was correct. And also I asked him, I told him, sir, I sent my medical form to a field office. He said, you did great job. Just wait for 30 days. That's the things I have to do.
Well, if they can't give you info pass, there's nothing else you can do. You just wait.
So do you think the field office officer can accept my medical form? I wrote the cover letters with all of the information. I didn't get the RFA. I just noticed by the agent, and I sent this one to you, but I did have a congressman inquiries which sent it back from you guys. You told me you don't need anything, just wait. And I have a 3 times talk with tier 2 officer. They said the same things.
So anyway, if you have all those proof of communication and you send it to them, so those are proof enough that you try your best to get your letter, you never received it, wherever you sent your request of evidence. Now the only thing you can do is wait.
So one thing I have to mention this, unfortunately, I was in rush. I just, instead of writing down the September 30th, I just wrote the July 30th. And also I said, in July 30th, I call USCIS call center. The agent informed me RFA will expire on July 30th as well. But instead of the September, I just wrote the July. Do you think they gonna see this is the typical error?
You can call them and tell them that you made a mistake in your letter, or you can send another letter.
With what? With new medical form or just letters?
Just letter to explain to them if you feel like that's gonna make you. I mean, if you want to correct what you said, right? You can call them and say, "I believe I made a mistake in my letter. I should have said September 30th. I said July 30th." They can make a note.
Okay, based on your experience as an attorney, do you think they gonna, because now they know I didn't receive the form, they gonna accept my medical?
I don't know. You just have to wait. There's nothing to predict. If they never send it to you, if they send it to you, you should have received it. But if you never receive it and you tell them proof that I never received it, I call you, you keep saying, wait, wait, wait. I never received anything. That's why I'm sending late.
So officer told me if you want to get your RFA, you need to fill out the form G639. What is that?
G what?
G number 6, number 3, number 9.
That's the medical stuff.
No, G639 to get the copy of the RFA. G, not the I.
Oh, to get the to send the basically the to get the copy of your file.
Uh-huh.
Wow, why would you do that if you already send them the medical exam?
Officer said to me.
Yeah, in your case, just wait. You already sent everything you have, the proof. Now wait just for the decision.
Okay. Thank you so much. I just trust you. Thank you so much. I
No,
appreciate you.
listen, I'm not your lawyer. I don't know the in and the in and out of your case. We're just responding based on what you're saying. So
So
I cannot be liable on your case. I'm not your lawyer.
So, because my case is like pending from 2020, my petition 360 was approved on February 2024. And they just moved my case because of the backlog. But these things happened because they said, right now I know the RFA was only medical, which I respond to them. But lately.
But you respond because you never received the letter. Isn't that what you're saying?
Yes.
So you never received the letter. It makes sense for you to respond late. So you never received the letter, and how did you know that they sent an RFE?
But I told you on September 30th, the agent from the USCIS call center, it says your RFA is expired today.
And when you told them I never received the letter, what they're saying?
It says, okay, tier 2 officer today asked me, how did you know? I said, I just called call center, and then he find the service request in September 30th, and then he said, yes, I noticed now.
Oh, okay. But then you didn't ask them, now that I'm sending late, what's gonna happen to my case? You should have asked them that.
I asked him, but he didn't have any answer. He said, just tell, okay, that you did great job for sending us the medical. Just wait, because it takes long to get in our system.
But when you check your case online, what does it say?
It says fingerprint was added.
Fingerprint instead of medical.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You think some?
I don't know what to think. I'm not there. I don't know what's going on. The only thing you can do is wait for the result, because you already sent what they said was missing.
Yeah. If okay, hopefully, I'm hoping they accept it.
Yeah, we hope so too.
Okay, I will give you updates soon.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Okay, so let's see who else has a question. USCIS, no, please. What do you mean? Oh, hold on. I don't understand. This is a follow-up question. I can't follow. How long will I take to get acknowledgement? 30 days. You should wait at least 30 days to get the receipt notice. Right? Okay. Congress tried to help me. Hope I will get approved. Yes. We hope so too for you. We hope so too. I was on parole when I left the detention center in 2019. I don't know if the parole is still valid. I was parole. So it doesn't matter whether the parole is still valid or not. What I'm trying to say here is that the way by which you enter, right? If you were parole in terms of humanitarian parole and you got parole to the United States, then you are eligible to adjust status when the time comes, if you are adjusting based on immediate family member, right? So family-based type of, but if you were not parole and you are not arriving alien, then you're not eligible in terms of you don't have the way by which you enter. So it's like unlawful entry. But if you were parole, humanitarian parole, of course, then yes, you will be eligible, even if it's not valid anymore. They're just looking at the way you enter to the United States. And if you're adjusting status based on family base, immediate family base, then the answer should be yes. Okay. 62 months. Oh my gosh, 62 months. What should I do? 62 months. Just try to talk to the congressman. That's too much. Yeah, try to talk to the congressman. Maybe they'll help you out. 62 months, that's a lot of time to wait. USCIS number. What do you mean by USCIS? Your question is like Giwa Hakim. Your question is pretty much like, I'm not understanding what you're trying to say. If you're asking how long it takes to get the Huisi notice, you have to give it at least 30 days. Okay. If you apply for VAWA, you can't call them. You have to not even email. You have to send them a letter because they're never gonna give you answer over the phone. Okay, because it's a VAWA case. That's unless even your lawyer is supposed to email them. So you are supposed to actually write a letter. So yeah, that's just how it works for VAWA cases. Okay. Hello, question about DV Lottery. Can you apply if you fell out of status? You can apply, but the thing is, are you gonna adjust status? The short answer is no. If you're out of status, the short answer is no. If you're out of status, you cannot adjust status with DV Lottery. Just because that's just how it works. You have to have some type of exceptions we've talked about before. 245I. That's the only exception, but not everybody has it. That's just like rare. So the short answer is just no. Thank you. You're welcome. So we had a question here. Somebody was live here. They had a question about they send their medical exam late. Okay. The question becomes, are they going to accept it because it was late? Well, we tried to ask her several questions. Did you receive the notice of request for evidence? She said she never received it. She called them and they told her that they sent it, but they verified the address. Looks like the address is correct, but she never received it, and the deadline had already passed. So she had to send it on her own with explanation. Then she made a mistake in the letter when she was trying to send it to them. Are they going to accept it? Well, of course they have to, because they're the one who never sent the notice of the request for evidence notice. Not to mention, she had a lot of explanation on why she never received it, and she kept calling them, and they say that they already sent it, they verified the address and stuff like that. She has all those proof that she tried to call them. So we hope that they're gonna not consider it late, which I don't think so. I don't think because they never sent it really. If they sent it, she should have received it. Anyway, so we just hope that it goes well. I was paroled as an asylum seeker. Follow-up question. I don't know if it's the same as humanitarian. There's some type of asylum. Sorry, there's some type of. I got sidetracked with all those questions. Sorry about that. But anyway, Mary Pamboson. Okay, there's some type of parole that does not allow people to adjust status. I think it's section, I can't remember really because there's too much. Section something D, 215D, section parole. There's some type of parole that doesn't allow people to adjust status later on. The way I can respond to that is that you need to look at your notice to appear. notice to appear. If you had been sent to court and you receive a notice to appear, just check the notice to appear. If it says that something around the line like I was parole, you are arriving alien, parole, and admitted, then the short answer is yes. That's just how I'm gonna respond to that in short. Yeah, without going into all the details because I don't have all the facts. Okay. Anybody else? We just trying to ask questions. Do we have questions? Do we have questions here? So we can try to answer them. I was thinking to wait for Congress inquiry. If not, no approval, I sued them. What do you think? That's your decision. That's your decision, right? If you want to sue them, that's on you. That's your decision. So usually people sue because the delay is unreasonable. If your case hasn't been pending for 2 years or 3 years, I don't think that's unreasonable in terms of I-130. So yeah, that's really your decision, depending on how long you've been waiting. Okay. Len said, though, the embassy of Haiti is closed. Yeah, you never hear anything from them. So the embassy of Haiti is closed. They don't have anything going on because the country is pretty much like done. I don't know who's the president there, if they even have a president at this moment. So people are just transferring their cases to a different country. Uh, so I'm not sure if your husband is physically here. So if your husband is physically in the United States and they were trying to go cancel a processing outside, you'd be better off transferring the case to a different country. That way they can, yeah, because we don't know for sure when the embassy will be open. The Haiti. We don't know when they're gonna start to take those interviews because they really close. We have cases too for Haiti, and we haven't been able to do anything since the case has been documentary qualified. It has been, this is like the second year already. We were waiting for the interview, and we even tried those expedite requests. They can't even do it. They can't even send that request to the embassy because the embassy is actually physically closed. So it's just up to you what you're gonna do. You can wait until one day it's gonna get reopened. Nobody knows. But some people, if they're here or if they're able to go to a different country, they're transferring their cases to a different country. We have people transferring the case to Bahamas, Jamaica, if the person can get there, of course, right, legally. Jamaica, Bahamas, even Mexico. Yeah, so that's just what's going on there. Okay. Unfortunately, you can see even my voice has changed. Because that's really unfortunate situation. Okay. Can I file for IO6A? Are you talking about 601A? Cross-border thing. Can I file for 601A in the US? Yes, you have to be in the US to file for 601A. Yeah, you file for 601A. Once it's approved, that's when you can go out. So yeah, you gotta be physically present here to file for it. No, Jim Ongule, our amiable lawyer. Thanks. You need to send clients my way, right? Thanks for your amazing job. You're welcome. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what's going on. The embassy's closed. You're not gonna hear anything from them. So that's really unfortunate. Yeah. Nobody knows when it's going to be reopened. So yeah, that's the unfortunate part of it. Yeah, I do have clients from Haiti to cancel processing. We're trying to send their cases. I even have somebody who contacted me, I believe last week. They're trying to transfer the case to Bahamas. Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna go through with the application, but yeah, so she contacted me because she wanted me to file for the transfer of the case. Yeah. So, Gracie, yes. You basically, yes, then yes, you can file the I-601A form and then wait until you get granted before you leave for consular processing. And you don't leave until you actually get the interview date, right? So, but the I-601 has to be granted. Thanks. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's what's going on. So that's unfortunate, but you know, it's just like because of the whatever's going on there, that's what's happening. So, but you know, things can change, but nobody really knows when. That's the reality. Nobody knows when it's going to change, when they're gonna reopen and start the business again. Nobody has no idea. Yeah, yeah, so that's unfortunate, really. Do we have anybody else? Do you have anybody else? By the way, today we got the one great news and we got one bad news. I can't believe it. We had a great news about this expedite request granted, then we had a bad news about another expedite request denied. So you can't win all the time. They can't let you win. They will never let you win all the time. Always something has to happen. That's unfortunate. By the way, please like, please share. We're trying to answer those questions. We did take somebody live. We already answered her question. Um, so okay. Anybody else? We are trying to wrap up. This is it for today. We might come back. We might come back again. Sorry, tomorrow if we have a better news. If not, probably this weekend. If not, I'm just gonna post some short videos. That way you keep being informed. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so this is it, right? Let's see on Instagram if anybody's here. Yeah, people already left. On Instagram, people already left. They don't take too long. Okay. Do you think we are winning? About what? About your lawsuit? Your lawsuit, you have to have somebody. Remember, I told you for the lawsuit, you have to file with a lawyer who uh, is licensed in a federal court where your case is pending. If your case is pending in Seattle, so you have to have a immigration lawyer who's licensed in federal court in Seattle. So he's the one who's gonna be able to file your lawsuit. Are you gonna win? Oh, you're talking about the election. Of course, of course. What do you think? I'm not here to vote for losers. Hey, I am not voting for any loser. People who lost in 2020, you think I'm gonna vote for them? Never. So we don't vote for losers here. Only vote for winners. Of course, we're winning. so, so you don't think so? You don't think we're winning? Oh, we're winning big time. I don't vote for losers. Uh-uh. Somebody who already lost, trust me, the person, if you already lost, especially those elections, if you already lost, it's really difficult to overcome it. So, in other words, that's just a loser right there. The way you're seeing it, um, if you see a loser, you can tell this person is a loser. The way they act, out of control. If you have confidence that you're gonna win, you're not gonna be acting up. If you see somebody acting up, out of control, they already lost. Yeah, so they're the losers. No, Annie, relax. I'll be here live. November 5th, I will be here live, okay? Because first of all, we will know about the parole place for spouses of U.S. citizens, because the court's gonna be hearing argument on November 5th. Then it's election, but we don't know the result until later. But I'll be live at least to motivate you, Annie. So I'm not voting for no loser. Yeah. So we'll be here. Don't worry. We'll be here live November 5th. We'll be here live drinking champagne on live session. Anyway, so I guess this is it, right? We try our best. We answer all your questions. Um, please like, please share. If anybody need a consultation, always don't hesitate. Consultation link is in the description box. Okay. If you cannot afford to pay for consultation, you should just wait until we are live. Okay. So then you ask your questions. That's how it works. So anything else? Yeah, we're not losing anything. Don't worry. I'll be here live that day. Then I'm hoping really for this parole in place. If there's parole in place for spouses of U.S. citizens, I have clients cases are pending, so I'm really hopeful that it's gonna go our way. So we're still going to be here waiting and voting, of course, uh, for winners, not losers. Can you give me Charlotte field office address? I don't know. I don't have clients in Charlotte. You should just Google it. I don't even have. You should call them. They'll give you the address. I don't even have clients in Charlotte. You should just Google it, or maybe call USCIS and ask them for the address. They're the one who can give you a correct address. Yeah, so try to call them and ask them for the address. But usually, when you send them the late, right? You send the medical exam late because you never received the notice, the RFE notice. You never received it, and you gave them all the proof and the conversation that you had, and they were able to check in the system to verify that in fact you did have conversation with them, and you never received it. That's why it has been sent late. You did everything you could possibly do on your side. Right now, you just have to wait and see the decision. And I don't think they're just going to deny it because they receive it late. Meanwhile, you have reason as to why you send it late, and you show them proof as to why you send it late. So I don't think I don't think so. I don't think it's just going to be denied because it was sent late. No, I don't think so. It could have been denied if you had no valid reason as to why you sent it late, but you have reasons, and you spoke with them, you have proof of it, and you called them, you have proof of it. You send the email, I mean, not the email, you called to try to get an info pass, you talked to somebody, people called you back. They have all those things in the notes, in the system. They will see it. So the short answer is I don't have the address. I can just Google it like anybody else. But the best way for you to get it is just call them. They give you the correct address. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we are done for today. We are done for today. This is it for the day. We are done. We're done. Please like, please share. Probably gonna be here tomorrow if we have a great news. We are waiting for some pending cases, so that we might share great news. Anything else? Yeah. Okay, we have a case here. We have here. Are people being called for asylum interview? If yes, what year is being treated? 2015. But this one is because we filed for expedite request. That's actually why they call. Other people, I've heard that some people have been called, but I don't know. But I just heard they're saying that they're calling people. That was asked the person what year. It was 2017. So they got called for the interview. But this one, really, they didn't call them until we actually filed for expedite request. It was denied. We followed through. We made some threat. Finally, they got called for the interview. So to answer your question, it just depends, okay? But this one is 2015 that was called. 2015. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you very much. I'm starting with ending the video on Instagram, then I'm gonna go to TikTok and stop as well. Thank you very much. Until next time, bye bye.